And how did you find Deponia? Oh yeah, Wadjet Eye. That's the name of the studio. But yeah, Deponia was great. I thought it was really good, really funny, very, very good.
It's Cortez. No, not today.
Wait, nope. No, that's not Cortez. There we go. It was just weird.
Here,
I love weird stories.
So quiet,
it was very funny.
so spiritual.
See, I'm no Catholic, but I still like coming here to meditate, to pray if you want.
If you're not a Catholic, who do you pray to?
To the universe, to the balance, to the rock in this floor and the air around us, to you and to myself.
What is that, Buddhism?
It's life, señorita, pure and simple. So, what did you dig up today?
Oh, nothing, except for everything you ever wanted to know about the Vanguard and Jacob McAllen.
You got the information? You found Warren? He helped you?
Eventually. It wasn't easy, but I know where to find McAllen, and I'm working on how to get there. I should be all set by tomorrow.
Good news. And just in time, too. Things are not going well out there.
What do you mean?
The balance is collapsing, and magic is seeping through into this world. Stark is still protected by its strong currents of logic and order, but Arcadia is on the brink of war and utter chaos. Unless we act quickly, Arcadia will fall into disorder, and Stark will follow.
Can't we get
Sound
help?
good?
Everyone with the power and will to help is doing so. But you are so much more important than anyone else. You can travel to Arcadia to bring order to chaos, at least until we find the Guardian and return him to his realm.
What about the Vanguard?
We investigate your lead tomorrow, yes? If we find what we are looking for, if they have the Guardian or know where he is, then we are one step
we know
closer
they
to
do.
victory.
That's
But
the
we
guy they
still
turned
need
into
to
a
find the entrance
psychopath.
to his realm. And the situation in Arcadia is not getting any better, not without your help.
I don't know anything. What can I do?
By just being there, you are helping. You are strong in the balance, April, and your power flows
We have
into
a high
those you meet and
midichlorian
helps them
count.
against the tides of chaos. Whatever you do, however you do it, you are helping.
I still feel so helpless. I don't understand half of what you tell me, and as for the other half, I can't help being skeptical.
Good. Do not trust everyone or everything, and make a stand against that which you do not believe. Just be sure to accept the truth when you find it, and embrace the good in the world.
I'll do my best. What are we going to do now?
Tomorrow, we will visit with McAllen, find what he knows and use it. Then the day after, you will go back to Arcadia. At most, we have a week, but it should be enough. As for today, relax, be with your friends.
I don't think I'll ever be able to relax again.
We pay a heavy price for our knowledge, yes, but try to enjoy yourself because the hard work begins in the morning. I will see you then, yes?
Wait! Where are you going to be this time?
We will meet here, yes? I'm afraid I cannot go back to Venice, not now. There are people looking for me.
Ooh dear.
The Vanguard?
Yes. They know what I am, who I am. They will not rest until they have me. So we must work very fast to destroy them. Tomorrow, then?
Tomorrow. Have a good night, okay? Be careful.
Thank you, señorita. And you.
You're known as a bit of a mortal enemy of Deponia then, Scum and Villainy, really. What was it about Deponia that you didn't like? What's made you an enemy of it? Just curious, what put you off? I mean, it's an acquired taste as well, I guess, but still. And you're a big LucasArts fan. I mean, I guess from the name as well that you're a Star Wars fan at the very least. The Longest Journey, yes. This is not just one of my favourite adventure games of all time, like point and clicks. This ranks up there with Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars as like some of my favourite ever point and click games. But it's also one of my favourite games ever. You know, so I really do like this game. It's got some of the best storytelling. The voice acting is fantastic. Everything about this game I loved. The artwork of it, the look of the world, this like weird techno-gothic, you know, like architecture and so on, very reminiscent of Blade Runner. Yeah, I love this game. It is really good. Alright, so back to Venice. And said, hang out with friends. Oh, skateboarders again. These guys are in trouble. Let's go to the cafe then. You hate Rufus the character so much it was hard to play him? Oh, well, I mean, he is a bit of an arsehole. Yeah, he's a scumbag. There was serious moon logic. There really was, yes. It does suffer from that. Third game had a reference that was considered racist, and the creator basically made himself look like an arse when he was pulled on it. I wasn't aware of that. I may have got the reference when it happened, but I didn't know about the creator just like brushing it off. Ugh, that's never very good when that happens, sadly. Oh wow, Charlie's gone for the first time in forever.
Draft. Actually, I'm not a beer person. I prefer a glass of white wine or a cup of steaming mocha.
Okay, so Charlie's not here. Well, the first time we've not seen him. But I guess we go back to the house instead. But yeah, I mean, that's it, each to their own, right? And that kind of thing. I mean, overall, as far as the game goes, I thought the story was just hilarious. You know, like, it was just absurd. And I loved the absurd stuff. Only redeeming feature was the sheer volume of platypi. Yes, it did have a lot, didn't it? There was a lot. Okay. Oh,
Hey,
this dickhead.
what are you doing?
Get out of here, Zach. Yeah. Scram. That's right, back to your hole, creature of the night. And thank you for that new follow as well, Scum and Villainy. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate that.
That's Zach's room. I've never been in there, and I pray I...
Oh? What's that? Hey guys, my room. Get out of here. I want to
Charlie?
sleep.
Emma? What are you guys doing here?
We locked ourselves in to wait for you. I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not. By the way, I think Zach was spying on you guys. I caught him leaning up against the door, and he hurried back into his room the second I arrived.
He's such a loser. And he seems to have a personal vendetta against you now after what you did to him. Or what he claims you did last night.
Gotta love the guy. So what's up?
No, we don't.
What's the occasion?
We want to know what's going on with you, April.
What do you mean? Nothing's going on.
Don't lie to your best friends. That's way below you. We know something's going on. There's no point denying it. For 3 days straight, you've been away all day. You've been acting weird and hanging around Cortez, of all people. And then today we find out you've been up to Metro Circle by yourself? I mean, April, for God's sake, what is going on?
Had to break into a police station and steal a cop's eye after I gave him the runs the day before and made him think he had a stroke. Yeah. Got him worried about his marriage. And that's just one part of my day. So I'm fine. No problem here.
If I told you, you
The
wouldn't.
usual, yeah. Doesn't everybody
Try
do that
us.
in their day?
We're your friends. Whatever it is, I'm sure we can help. Somehow.
Kind of remember this really mattering whether you tell them or not.
I've been...
Let's tell them.
chosen to save the world.
Stop kidding around, April. We're serious.
So am I. I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
You're actually telling us the truth. What do you mean you've been chosen to save the world?
As in, there's something really bad going down. I can't say exactly what, but Cortez is with the good guys, and I've been drafted.
Look, April, if you're having some kind of nervous breakdown, we'll do anything to...
God, I knew I should have kept my mouth shut. Forget it. I don't even believe it myself, so why should you?
I believe you, April. I've seen things these past few days, strange, inexplicable things. And my grandma taught us that there's more to this world than meets the eye. And after all, it's you saying these things. My friend, April. I've never known you to lie or even exaggerate the truth. If you believe it, I believe it. And I'm sure the same goes for Emma.
Thank you, Charlie. It means a lot to me. I wish I could tell you everything, but I don't think I can.
I understand. When you're ready. But if there's anything at all we can do to help, well, don't hesitate to ask.
Could help me kill Zack and hide the body. That would be great.
There are a few things you could help me with.
Great. What?
Like I said, I can't really tell you very much about what's going on. Not yet, anyway. Tomorrow, after I've had a good night's sleep, I'll try explaining as much as possible. But there's one thing you can do for me. I have reason to suspect that somebody's out to get me, or Cortez.
Who?
Long story, but I could need some backup. These goons, these agents, they could be closing in, and whatever advanced warning you're able to give me...
We'll do our best. What do they look like?
I'm not sure, but you'll know when you see
Goons.
them, I'm sure. Anybody suspicious around, let me know.
This is kind of exciting, but you gotta tell me, what are they after you for? Did you do something illegal?
Yeah.
Not yet. Not really. It's what I might
No, we
do that
did.
they're worried about. But please don't ask me any more questions today. Just keep your eyes and ears peeled for anything weird.
Falsified police
I need a good
records.
night's sleep, and tomorrow I should be able to tell you more. But thanks for helping me out, guys. I really appreciate it.
We're all hanging out at the cafe tomorrow night, April, so you're just gonna have to join us.
I promise.
Now get some sleep. Sorry to tell you this, but you look totally exhausted.
I'm glad we had this talk. Thanks for checking up on me, guys.
Sure. Good night.
Good night, Charlie.
Good night, girl. Sweet dreams.
I promise. Famous last words, yes. Because plans made in adventure games always work out, right? That's how you're gonna sleep. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say, put your legs in. Come on, that's a boogeyman attack problem right there. No, put it all in. No, no, no. That little bit hanging out, that's what the boogeyman's gonna grab. Speaking of, holy shit. Them graphics, though.
What's that noise? Where's that light coming from? Oh!
Oh shit. Portals out of nowhere! I was annoyed that she slept on top of the sheets. Well, she said earlier on that it's been so hot she just took the sheets off the bed.
Not again. Not now.
Well,
This is a dream. I really do, because if Cortez didn't open a shift, who did? And how will I get home again on my own?
it feels so wrong. I've slept like that a couple of times, especially in the summer when it gets roasting hot. I've just been like, nope, fuck
Dream.
the sheets.
I'm guessing this is Mercuria.
And she's
Smells
scandalous,
like it, like a
right?
mix between fresh flowers and cow dung. There's some kind of part going on in there. I'm in my undies. That's So not appropriate.
Also, does she sleep with her boots on? What?
There's something so soothing and poetic about the way the moonlight is reflected on the clean and clear surface of the water. The Journeyman. The Journeyman. Very appropriate, though it really should have been the Journeywoman.
The journey person. The journeyist.
Nah. I'm not about to walk
Walk
around
into
a
the
strange
darkness.
city in the middle of the night wearing nothing but this.
Have to have at least a duvet cover with, or a cover with no duvet. Yeah, so you need to have something like over you, basically. Yeah, there may be socks, that's true. But they kind of look like boots, but then again, that's probably the quality of the modeling, right? Alright, I guess we go in. Oh yeah, this does feel like a long journey. How's it going, Centrifugal Force? Good to see you. It is a good game. This is a fantastic game. Auspicious Angels raiding us, guys. Guys, get some hype in the chat. Welcome these raiders. Thank you very much for the raid. Come on in. Appreciate that. We're playing The Longest Journey. This is a game from like over 20 years ago with a HD mod. And yeah, okay. Not quite fully upgraded, but you know, it's still a good game. Welcome on in. Sam wiggles his feet. You loved The Longest Journey. Yeah, this is such a good game. Oh my goodness. Yes, HD in all the inverted commas. So yeah, come on in guys, enjoy. My name's Iron Wolf. I generally play variety of anything. So we just finished Yakuza. We're also playing RimWorld on the stream as well, which we may do tomorrow, or I might push to Saturday, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But we're on day 2 of The Longest Journey, and it's fantastic. I'm loving the memories from this game.
It's their first date, I can tell. They're a cute couple. I wonder if romance is different here, or if the rituals are the same as back home. I mean, magic must play some part in it.
Centrifugal Force, you've subbed to the channel, thank you. Wow. Thank you so much for that support, I appreciate that. Welcome to the alphas of the pack.
Couple. Open fires are so enchanting, romantic, and inspiring. That looks like a really, really comfortable chair.
It's for the HD content only, by the way. Alphas? Well, yeah. That's a laugh. Yep, pretty much.
They don't look so different from farmers and craftsmen back home. It's a small world. Worlds, small worlds.
Worlds, yes. Oh, look at these dudes
They're
in the
definitely
background.
having fun. She looks like she works here. I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate. Excuse me. Hello?
Yoo-hoo.
Hi, hello, do you work here?
And do you have some clothes?
Do I work here, child? I'm the owner. I own and operate the Journeyman Inn.
I'm very sorry, ma'am.
Your apology is more than enough for me, child. What may I do for you?
I was going to say she looks like she needs to be dressed. Oh yes, she's in her undies. April Ryan is one of your favourite game protagonists. She felt like a fully realised character before the events of the game starts. Yes, and it makes it more impactful. When we were at the police station earlier, we called like the mom, and it's just like little snippets. They don't need to give you a lot of exposition, but you get the feeling that something bad happened. You know, the fact that she left home, she pushed her dad down the stairs in the process, and she talked about how he was hurting her all the time, and she was like, but, you know, you realise that you caused a lot of problems when you left, but why don't you just come home and all that? It's like, oh man, it's very real, touching stuff. Really good.
Is there a party going on?
Is there a... child. Do you not know? It is the Feast of the Balance.
Dost thou
Have
not
you never taken
knoweth?
part in the celebration?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not a party person.
I'm an introvert.
For as long as I can recall, the feast has lasted 3 whole days and nights. and everyone celebrated openly. But now, this year, there is great concern about the Vanguard and their supporters. So this year, the Feast of the Balance is celebrated inside, behind closed doors, and for one night only. But there's still much food and drink. And you are welcome to join if you so please.
I don't think
Food
so.
and drink, you
I
say?
don't know anybody here.
You're not with the Vanguard, are you?
No, I'm from somewhere else, far away.
So it would seem. Well, if you feel up to it, child, you're welcome to join in the celebration.
Thanks. Why do you celebrate the Feast of the Balance?
You are a stranger to our customs indeed. The balance. You do know about the balance, do you not?
Yes, we just learned.
Sure. The balance between magic and science. I know about the balance.
The balance of all, child. Everything is in balance, and the Guardian watches over the balance and us. We celebrate the Feast of the Balance to give our thanks to the balance and to the Guardian. If our devotion to the balance falters, if we lose our faith in the Guardian, then we are inviting chaos to destroy us. This is what the Vanguard is doing. Inviting chaos. They are dangerous.
At least she understands that, because everyone else we spoke to here, apart from Father Tobias, or Vestrum Tobias or whatever, was all like, oh yeah, the Vanguard, we should get these guys in here, they've got some fresh ideas. It's like, yeah, you mean that big cloud of chaos energy that just wants to destroy everything? Great idea. April, starting with an abusive family, hit home and made her more attached to her as a character. Oh, really? I mean, yeah, that's why fully fleshing out characters and good world building are so important for story. You know, without that, people can't find things to identify with in anybody. You know, whether it be the protagonist or the antagonist or the side characters or anything. You know, you need something for someone to identify with. But that's good.
What's the Vanguard doing to destroy the balance?
They are not doing anything to destroy the balance, but they destroy people's faith in the balance. They speak to the people, telling them how the Sentinel, the Fathers, are holding our world back. And that if we were to use the balance to our advantage, we could return to the old ways, the ways of the ancient Earth, before the divide. Vanguard promised the people power and wealth and happiness, but they intend only destruction and death.
This random NPC and keeper is the Master Yoda of this universe, by the way. Absolutely, yeah.
What's your name?
Benrima Salmon. I am the owner and proprietor of this inn. I bought it with money earned through honest trade in the Southlands. Tobacco, wine, slaves. That is where I'm from. The Southlands.
I'm April. April Ryan.
Slaves are an
Well
honest trade,
met,
apparently.
April Ryan. Have you come to meet someone, a handsome young suitor, perchance?
No such luck, I'm afraid. I'm here more by accident than anything else.
Ah, no accident, April. Fate. Fate delivered you here tonight. You are strong in fate, are you not?
If you have to specifically trade as honest, maybe it isn't so honest. Just a thought, yes.
What do you mean by strong in fate?
You shape your own fate, and not the other way around. You are what the Dark people call a wave.
How can you tell?
I am not only an innkeeper, child. I am a seer, taught by my mother, who was taught by her mother before her. And so it goes back to the dawn of our world, to the dawn of magic.
Cool. A seer.
What's a seer?
A seer is someone who can tell something about people, about events, about the past and the present and the future, just by looking at you. When I look at you, I see.
What? What do you see?
Most people are drawn along by events, by fate, like a carriage after a horse. But But some people know how to steer the horse, to change paths at will. You are such a person, but there is more.
Interesting. This lady's a slave trader. I'm over her. Cancelled. Yeah.
Tell me more about my future.
It is strange. I see many paths, but they are all dark. I cannot tell much except that you are strong in fate and strong in the balance. And you are strong in magic, too.
Magic? That can't be right. I don't know anything about magic.
You do not have to know about magic to be strong with magic. If you ever learn how to harvest your talents, you will be a strong artisan.
Artisan?
Yes, someone that
Where
makes
have you been
handmade
schooled,
cheese.
child? Have you forgotten your lore?
My lore? Yeah, well, I haven't really had much use for my lore lately.
You guys know
The
your
artisan
lore?
is the most powerful of magic users. She is able to shape magic and to use it by force of will alone. An artist can use magic shaped by others, mold it into new magic, new art. A magician, or sorcerer, witch, warlock, can read and write incantations, drawing spells from the power of words. And the alchemist can create magic potions. He is the least of the four. Anyone with proper education can be an alchemist. The other three require some form of talent for magic.
Thank you.
I am at your service any time, child. I am afraid I must go take care of my guests now. Enjoy yourself.
Cool. I know more lore than I know real facts. Yeah. I mean, who wants to know real facts anyway, right? Oh, Jesus, this guy. Got a leaf sticking out of his pigtail at his butt. You know. I know my history. Can this game not say that?
What a strange creature.
Thank you, April Ryan.
What?
There is no time here, but there soon will be time for you and I. Time enough to be sure. You are speaking to me, April Ryan. We have spoken.
I don't understand what you're... And how do you know my name?
Run far away.
Have we not met yet? I was sorry then for confusing you. I will be Abnaxus of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria for a time.
I think I would have remembered you if we'd met. Who told you my name?
You did. You are saying your name to me, April Ryan. In this moment, you tell me your name. You question why I know your name, and you speak to me the blessings of the balance for my long journey home.
Sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about.
It is difficult for us too, April Ryan, to understand you. We, the Venar, are not perceiving time like your people. In this moment, we are everywhere. In this moment, we are nowhere.
He's like the Q continuum.
But there is a veil. Beyond this veil, we are not seeing, but you have. You will be seeing. You are seeing.
What veil?
I don't see it.
The veil created in chaos, by chaos, with chaos. It is a dark presence in our future, yes, future. A dark veil which hides the things that have been and will be.
What's all this got to do with me?
It was late. You were tired. We have talked in the morning when you come to visit me. Now you understand everything. Thank you, April Ryan. The blessings of the balance to you too.
Did you just invite me to your home?
I will.
You've pulled, April.
I invite you to my home, April Ryan. My home
Still
was
better than
in
Zack.
Marcuria City Green, and you will find it. In the morning, before chaos came. I am explaining everything, and you understood.
It seems I've already accepted your invitation, so I guess I don't have a choice.
That is what you said. Good night. You will sleep well.
That's what she said. Does your hair grow out into a big swirl like that on the left? What, this guy over here? God, I hope not. I'm gonna get my hair cut now that all the frigging hairdressers are open again. Shit. Oh, it's terrible. My goodness.
Assorted bottles, herbs, and spices. I really am getting tired. I should find somewhere comfortable to sit down, rest my legs for a few minutes.
That big chair. Take it. Look at that. I want a chair like that. Right here, I could stream from a chair like that. The Wolf Throne. They should remake this game. Oh, hell yes. This game is long overdue for, like, a remaster, if nothing else. A full remake. Got our buddy Cortez. And they're doing shit to him. Is that Darth Vader? It's Darth Cortez.
Wake up, child.
Someone get this girl some clothes.
Sorry, I guess I fell asleep. What time is it?
It is morning. We need to clean before we open for breakfast, so I had to wake you.
I slept right through the party?
You owe me 1,000 errands for the
Seems
night
so.
stay at the inn.
You did not stir even when everyone was leaving.
Oh well, I feel pretty good considering.
You look a little pale, but it's nothing a good porridge won't fix.
Ooh, porridge. Gruel. Wonderful. Hope they would do a remake with all the assets they created for Dreamfall and Dreamfall Chapters. No such look, though. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I mean, even then now, though, if you look at Dreamfall, it looks pretty dated as well. Surprising how dated it actually looks these days. And I've never played Chapters, so sadly, yeah, I don't know.
The back rooms are both empty. It was pretty comfy to sleep in. I'm a little stiff, but that's only to be expected, I guess. Nothing but ashes left of the fire now.
Chapters is fantastic. I bought it for my wife, actually, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now, as a present. She hasn't played it yet. But she's got a load of other stuff to get through as well. She has a list of games she needs to play through that she's like, I'm not buying any new games till I play my old ones. So I'm sure it's on it. But yeah. April is thick. I mean, at that angle, maybe, yeah.
It's the innkeeper. She looks busy. Not to sound rude, but I've had my fill of her for the moment. They look empty, and after last night's shindig, that's no wonder.
Do you intend to walk about in that outfit, child? It is day, it would not be proper.
It's all I have.
Come, we will find something more suited to a young lady about the city.
We both need to get on it. I mean, maybe I will, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Really Gorgeous introduces a new set of characters who are just weird and wonderful. Ah, cool. I remember Dreamfall ending on like a big cliffhanger. And then there was nothing for years. And then Chapters came out and it just kind of skirted past me, so... And yeah, at night it's okay to walk around in your skivvies.
You do not have the most womanly of forms, but I'm certain you will fill out in time with the right diet.
Thanks. Thank you for the clothes, for everything.
You will have time aplenty to thank me while you are cleaning plates and cutlery, child.
I'm sorry. Work?
She's a slave
Those
trader.
clothes do not come free, child, nor does a night spent sleeping before the fire. I'm not asking much, only for a helping hand in cleaning.
That's fair. That's fair, isn't it? Dreamfall was 50% trash. Yeah, they did a few things that I wasn't very, all bothered by. It was like, this could have been better, sadly. Overall, the story was good, but yeah, some of the mechanics were different, which was weird. The fighting mechanic in it seemed a little jank, but yeah. They also did a big patch for Dreamfall chapters that reworked some stuff. Got a free update for the version you already have. Oh, really? Awesome. Just giving advice on how to look.
All right. Tell me where to start.
You can start carrying in the mugs from the back room.
I mean, she works in a bar, so it should be, this is, there's no dishwasher, though.
You did good work for me today, child.
The dishwasher
More
is
than
this
was
hand
required.
and this hand.
Here you are. Some coin to help you out.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of, we should go and, report
keep
into
the
the map
clothes.
seller.
You seem to have grown into them already.
She said I just put on weight. Damn.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, child.
Alright. On we go. What the fucking hell is this thing? Oh my god. Ooh, weird.
I wonder if she's caught anything today. That's a
furry
funny-looking
animal?
animal.
Doesn't look furry to me. It looks like a lizard thing, or that looks like a turtle shell on the back.
Good beast.
Yeah.
His hide feels like a turtle's, but
Yeah.
softer. Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Everybody else is watching thinking, doesn't she know how dangerous it is to pet one of those things that's gonna bite her hand off? My cousin, he lost a hand doing that when he was a
Square
kid.
jaw and broad shoulders. A real farm boy. Quite a sexy one, too. The Journeyman.
To the city. Does it say funny? No, it says furry animal. Oh, funny looking. Yeah, I was looking at the tooltip. She said furry. It says furry animal on it. So let's drop in on Brian Westhouse first, though. The Rolling Man. Surprise! I'm back, bitch. I mean, yeah.
Hi there, Mr. Westhouse. I'm back.
My word. What on earth possessed you to return to this
You have another pocket
godforsaken
watch.
place? You were lucky to escape the first time, but now you're really pushing it.
It's not that bad a place, or else you wouldn't stay here. Besides, this time I didn't exactly come here by choice.
I stay here because I'm a true masochist, Miss Ryan. And who forced you to come? Was it Cortez?
He doesn't even know I'm here, unfortunately. No, I think I had some kind of accident with my so-called powers.
Opening random portals left, right, and
My
center.
underwear.
No, ha! Isn't that the way it is, though? We always cross the rift at the most inopportune times. Care for a drink? Oh, no, that's right. You, don't.
Would you mind helping me with a few questions?
I've nothing better to do, so shoot.
Do you know anything about dragons?
I try to stay out of the affairs of the kin these days. What precisely do you wish to know about the damn beasts?
There are 2 dragons in Arcadia, and I'm trying to locate them.
Yeah, I've heard that tale myself, but no, I don't know anything about it. You'd be better off speaking with the Sentinel Minstrom. After all, religion is their specialty, not mine.
Yeah, he only worships at the Church of Jack Daniels.
I'm looking for a disc that will open up the Guardian's realm.
That's religion, Miss Ryan. And the only things I worship are whiskey, a good cigar, and a nice long... Anyway, don't ask me about all that balance mumbo-jumbo.
She doesn't drink because her dad is alcoholic. It's a good character writing. Yes! God damn it, Freya. Dingus. Oh no. A long dingus, yes. That's what he likes.
Would you be able to tell me where I could look for the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
In Tobias's pants, if he had his wish, I'm sure.
Maybe he really does look a long dingus.
I don't know anything about the Guardians. Balance, or Sentinel, or gardening. Now, if you're interested in bullfighting, I could talk all night.
Bullfighting's a horrible act of cruelty to animals, and not much of a sport at all.
I'll just forget you said that, Miss Ryan. If there's one thing I miss about Stark, it's bullfighting.
You'll be happy to hear, then, that they abolished bullfighting hundreds of years ago.
Damn.
I can't think of any more questions for now.
Then, let's talk about other things, shall we?
What else was he gonna say? Contextuality doesn't make sense. Long boobies isn't really the same thing.
I have some more
do we have any
questions
more?
for you.
I guess not.
Shoot.
I don't have any more questions for you.
I have questions, but I don't
Very
have
well.
questions. Alright, we're
Thanks,
done.
Mr. Westhouse.
Anytime, April. Come back if you're homesick and you feel like talking to a fellow alien.
Alright, marketplace. We should probably go and report into that job we have here with the map vendor. So, oh yeah, I got a signature from the Rolling Man. Sorry it took a couple of days to get back to you.
Hey, you! What's going on? Why didn't you deliver any maps yesterday?
I was in stock.
I wasn't around, sorry.
Well, there are more maps to be delivered, and my customers are getting very impatient. Did you deliver the map to the Rolling Man?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me see his signature, and I'll give you your next delivery. Here's your next delivery, a map of the Northlands to a Tun Layak, staying at the Journeyman Inn. And be quick about it. She's been waiting since the day before yesterday.
Tun Layak. Huh. He has monies! Do we want to go to the temple first? Let's just do this. I mean, we do want to go and talk to Father Tobias, because that guy's got a voice that, you know, would, like, just be nice to be read to while you're trying to sleep. April is a boss babe selling maps. Yes. Maybe the innkeeper can tell us where Tun Layak is.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
I'm looking for a guest of yours, Tun Layak.
The sailor? She is looking for work today, I'm afraid. With most of the ships moored to the docks for balance knows how long, it is difficult for sailors to find work.
Oh, that's right, the wind is gone, yeah.
Do you know when Tun Layak
An
is
alchemist
expected back?
bottled the wind or
I
something.
could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator anytime soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome,
Alright, I
child.
guess this is a character for later then. So we do need to go to the city green and speak to them. But let's go speak to Tobias then, I guess, first. Let's go be soothed by his voice.
Good morning, Tobias.
Like how he spins around and spins
Why,
back.
it's April, my friend from Stark. Have you come to visit us again?
So it appears. I didn't exactly come here by choice this time, though.
Oh? How so, if I may ask?
In a weird and twisted way, it's nothing out of what's become the substitute for ordinary in my life. One second I was in my room in Newport. The next, I was in a dark alley in Marcuria.
You must have opened a shift while you were sleeping. Good. This means you are learning to harness your magic.
Yeah, I guess, except I don't think I'll be able to get back home again. And this time, my mentor, Cortez, has no idea that I'm here.
Ah, but I'm sure you will find a way to channel and control your power soon. In the meantime, is there anything I can do to help?
Recommend a good place to eat?
I need help getting back home.
Unfortunately, I'm in no better state today to help you shift than I was the day before yesterday. You are the one with the talent, and so you must learn to use that talent.
I need to locate the disc that unlocks the Guardian's tower.
The disc that is the key? Yes, it is needed. It might even restore balance, provided the new Guardian accompanies it to the tower, of course. But you wish to find the disc yourself?
I have to. Cliché or not, it's our only hope.
Obi-Wan.
You do this often then? You know, save worlds?
It's an expression. Heroism in my world is more of a cliché than anything else.
I do not understand, but then I am merely a servant of the balance, while you are more. But yes, the disc. As I told you once before, when the Earth was divided, and the realm of the Guardian created, a disc was forged in the Well of Making. The disc was to serve two purposes: as a key to the Tower of Balance should it become necessary to enter it in the Guardian's absence, and as a replacement for the disc that is already in the tower should it be broken. The tower is now abandoned and locked, and the old disc shattered. I do think the time is right for the second disc to be brought forward and used.
Where is it?
Where is the disc now?
At first, more than 12,000 years ago, it was kept in the open, at the Sentinel Enclave outside Marcuria. However, when thieves attempted to make away with the disc, it was taken away.
Why?
So that the 4 parts of the disc could be divided amongst 4 of the magical people of Arcadia.
Nicolas
People
Cage
who
tried
would
to
have
steal it.
nothing to gain from the balance being compromised.
The disc is up yours, yeah.
What people were the disc divided amongst?
This I cannot tell you. I am not sure anyone remembers now. But it would be in the scriptures, I am certain.
What scriptures?
The scriptures of the balance. There are 13 of them. 13 is a strong number, rich in tradition, and... Did you know the Ireed High Council consists of 13 ministers? No, of course you don't. 13 was also the number of the fathers who begat the Sentinel, and who built the Tower of Balance.
Interesting that in this world, 13 seems to be like an auspicious number. But in our world, it's considered unlucky. I wonder if that's intentional on the part of the writers, like, well, considering that magic exists there and science exists here, what's true for one isn't necessarily going to be true for the other. It's going to be the flip side opposite, right? So 7 is probably an unlucky number in this world. That'd be pretty good.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Pay a visit to the Sentinel Enclave. located outside the city to the east. The great library of the Enclave contains every book ever written by an Arcadian minstrel, and most others as well. Speak with Minstrom Yerin, the keeper of books. Tell him I sent you.
Minstrom Yerin. Okay.
I need to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
Yes. Yes.
There is one. You are right in that, but where, I would not venture to guess. In the past, when the time came for the Guardian to step down and another to take his or her place, the Guardian opened a gateway wherever it was needed. A Guardian, still in full control of the balance, can invite anyone in and let anyone out. But with the Guardian gone, the only way in would be the point where the Divide was first created, where the tower was built.
Isn't
think you
that
told us
location
this
written down
last time.
somewhere?
Remember that this was done on the old Earth before the Divide. After the Divide, after the creation of Stark and Arcadia, places were shifted about. This entrance may not even be on the ground anymore.
What do you mean?
It could be up there, in the sky, or far below us, through the crust of the Earth into the molten depths below. I cannot say, and I do not know anyone who could.
I just realized that there were 12 Masters of the Jedi Council making Anakin the 13th and the subsequent failing of the Council. Yes, that's right. Absolutely true. And 13 was considered unlucky because Judas was the 13th one at the Last Supper, you believe. I think that, yeah, that's partway right. Yeah, or at least that's got something to do with it. I don't know, though.
Isn't there any way to locate the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
Perhaps with careful investigation of the old texts, histories of Arcadia, of the Divide, the scriptures. I do not know, April, but it cannot hurt to look. Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yerin.
I need to locate the two dragons that reside in Arcadia.
The Drykin?
What's the difference?
Dragons is a word from your world. The kin are not what they have become in your legends and fairy tales.
But they're real, aren't they?
Oh, as real as you and me, April. And old. They have been here since before our time. As you probably remember, the kin were instrumental in the Divide, saving mankind from a terrible end. But I know so little, only what I can remember from my studies when I was a minstrel at the Enclave.
How can I get more information on the Drykin?
The archives.
Books, daughter, books. The wisdom of the ages. There is one tome you should study, called The Secrets of the Drykin, by Minstrom Elniak. It is old but informative, and it captures the imagination.
Where can I find this book?
Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yerin.
I'm getting the strong sense, you guys, that we need to speak to Minstrom Yerin at the Sentinel Enclave. The game's giving me mixed signals, but I'm feeling like that's what we should be doing.
Thank you, Tobias.
Good to know I could help you, April.
At least Judas didn't go around killing younglings. Maybe he just wasn't caught on the security feed while doing it. Right, so maybe we should also speak to this guy? That's the Enclave then, is all the way out there. Oh, that's that weird thingy-shaped building that we saw from the docks. Right. Let's go speak to this dude first.
have been carved out of a large tree, but the texture of the house is more stone than bark.
It's like a stone tree. Weird.
That's one mother of a plant. I wonder if it's a carnivore. It's a solid oak door.
Favorite part of the New Testament when Judas got that senator from the blue knocked up.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Altung language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic. It sounds a little disgusting, to be honest.
Tobias has got a magical tongue. No. How do I take my sub back? No refunds.
To my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples.
If they approached me in the street, I would piss myself.
Pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan, very important.
Who are you?
I am Abnaxus of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here, and they do rarely visit your kind, and so I am their sole link to humans and Dolmari.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment and thread in time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you.
How do your people perceive time?
It is hard to explain. Any moment before this moment and any moment after is the same to me as this one. I have lived already, and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
I think so, but how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic, and there is science, and between the two, everything is possible.
Such a cool concept that these people literally just, like, perceive their entire life in one moment. And, you know, they don't travel through time like the rest of us, having to go from one minute to the next. And the most confusing shit, do you understand? Yes, perfectly.
Can you see the future?
See, to him, it's not the future.
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk. Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be.
So you can't tell the future?
I would see your possible futures, the likely threads among hundreds. If there was not a veil in time, I would.
Interesting. This is neat, but also depressing. What is there to live for? You would go to places purely because you are compelled to and not because you want to. I mean, that's the thing, though, right? They wouldn't necessarily process that the same way as us, thinking, well, that's boring. You know, they've got a totally different understanding of their place in the world that we can't really comprehend, I guess.
What's this veil you keep talking about?
Somewhere ahead, in our path, there is a dark veil through which I cannot pass, past which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to me to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It was, no, will be created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil, and this will happen only once. It is written.
Written? Where?
Thank you for that new
In
follow,
the
G-Money
prophecies.
5051. Appreciate that.
Tell me about the prophecies.
Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words are the prophecies.
And what do the prophecies say?
Prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall. I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each fork. But the prophecies also speak of a savior, as the prophecies usually do, one who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent, one who will restore the balance, only to finally break it.
That doesn't sound like a savior.
The word in my tongue is Kanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed who grew to a tall tree.
Interesting. They're not in chat? Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I need some help in my quest.
Yes, you did.
I did? And what did you answer?
That I will help you as much as I can, but in the end,
I'm on my own. I've heard that one before.
I want my G-Money. No, mine. He's saying, to the best of your knowledge, he was able to at one time see into that time but can no longer, or is he saying that he cannot see past the veil? I'm trying to determine if he is alive at the time or if he is dead. Those people must know exactly how they die. He says he can't see past, earlier on he said he couldn't see past the veil, and his own future is unknown to him at that point, and that it's disconcerting to him. So we can assume, therefore, that up to the point that they get to the veil in time, in the passage of like relative time, when they get there, then yes, he's still alive at that point. What happens afterwards he doesn't know, and he won't know until he's beyond the veil, and then he'll probably be able to see ahead, but he probably won't be able to look back on his life, which is kind of weird.
What do you know about dragons?
I do not know much about the kin, but I do know a little. Perhaps it will help you, perhaps not. The Draic kin came to this world a very, very long time ago, before the dawn of man, before the divide. The Venar had yet to learn to be outside time, and there were few other peoples on Earth. The kin played an important part in the divide, in separating magic from science, and in the founding of the Fathers, the Sentinel, to watch over the balance. It is said that after the divide of the 4 Draic kin that came to Earth, 2 went to Stark, and 2 to Arcadia. But that was a long time ago, 12,000 of your years. I do not know what has become of them since.
You don't know where I may find these Drykin?
No, the white of the Draikin, the mother, has, according to legend, been sighted. the tale of the silver spear of Gorimon speaks of the mother and her child. Though I think this is but a tale, and far from the truth.
The story is called The Silver Spear of Gorimon?
Yes, unfortunately I do not have this book myself, and I do not know of anyone who does.
Maybe they have it at the Enclave, though? You never know. Have the disc, yep.
Have you heard of a disc that works as a key to the Guardian's realm?
Yes, but very little. It has been spoken of in the Ireed Council only recently, brought to attention by the Tyrant Ambassador. He wished to know where it is kept.
And what was the answer?
No one at the council knows or admitted to knowing, and the ambassador was asked to speak with the Sentinel, which he is unlikely to concede to. The Tyrant are allied with the Vanguard, and so are in political and ideological opposition with the Sentinel. I know Vestrum Tobias. He would not speak a word with the Tyrant, nor the Vanguard. Not unless it was to challenge their philosophies.
Interesting. Do you okay Dragon Age? Okay, I cannot see. I'm guessing you're asking, do I like Dragon Age? I played Dragon Age Origins about halfway through, long time ago. Haven't played any of the others. It was good though, but I liked what I played. I just stopped playing it because I got very busy, and I never went back. I asked because the world is called Thaddeus, Thedas, which is the name that came about in developing as the Dragon Age setting, which is hilarious. Oh yeah, what about the other dragon?
What about the other
We didn't
dragon?
ask about
the
that.
other Dryadkin?
The old
Of
one,
the
or whatever it was called.
Dryadkin, I only know of the mother, the white of the kin, although I have heard tell of a god who fell from the sky into the ocean a great long time ago. But this may also be just a tale.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its
Maybe the
surface
ship captain can tell us about
may
that?
be able to tell you more.
Okay.
So you don't know where I can find the disc?
No. Ask Vestrum Tobias.
Well, he did say that they'd been given to one of every race or something. Like the magical races. So we already know that.
Do you know anything about a rift leading to the Guardian's realm?
I have heard speak of such a thing. I believe it was where the tower was built and the divide created. When the earth was one, it might still be open.
Any idea where it is?
I am afraid the Venar were never very involved in the affairs of the Sentinel, nor took any part in the divide except to agree to the necessity of it. We had little choice but to concede. We are a magical people. We need the balance, because we could not survive without magic.
Found that the three Dragon Age games are very different in terms of mechanics, focus, and ambition. From what I've seen of them, yes, they are. They do seem to. Each one has been made differently to the one previous. It would be an interesting series to see you delve into someday. I mean, I could do one day. You never know. Could you imagine if your Uber Eats person just randomly started asking you about your career? Here's your map. Tell me about sea creatures. Pretty much, yeah.
How would I go about fighting chaos?
You cannot fight chaos.
With Space
It
Marines.
is not so simple. To oppose chaos, one must return order to that which has been affected by chaos, and thus reduce its powers. But this is not something everyone can do. Only those ordained by the balance can embark on such a dangerous task and survive.
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
About my quest.
Anything I can do to help, April Ryan.
Oh, that's the same
That's about
conversation
it for
tree.
now.
Okay.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
I guess question mark. Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Abnaxis?
Me? About myself? We, the Venar, are not good at speaking of ourselves. We always know who we are, and so we have no need to tell each other.
Well, are you married? Do you have kids? Or perhaps your people don't marry?
Yes, we do marry, and we always know who we are to be with, because our future is also our past, and so we also know our children even though, according to your reckoning, they have yet to be born. My wife will be, the beautiful Abyanda. She lives by the Bay of Fire in the east. She gave birth to our 3 female children, Abratha, Abalexa, Abpalmana.
How long has it been since you last saw
They all
them?
begin with A as well. I wonder if that's a cultural thing or a
April
family
Ryan.
thing.
Do not forget I perceive time in a different manner from your kind. I have given them your regards.
Well, say hi to them for me.
Can you imagine if, like, by our reckoning of time, they haven't been born yet, but, you know, like, he's playing with one of the kids many years from now, and he's like, April Ryan gives you her regards, by the way. Like, okay. That would be weird. But yeah, it's cool that they're all linked that way.
Why did you come here to Marcuria?
I was chosen to be ambassador to Ireed.
And yeah, the kid would already know that.
talent
Yes,
for
exactly.
seeing the flow of time from one point to the next. I was trained for a long time in locking myself into a single moment to communicate and understand your world. My people do not normally involve themselves with others, but the Veil has forced us to do so.
Why don't the Venar want to involve themselves with humans?
In the wrong hands, our knowledge is dangerous. To know of the possible fluctuating futures, this can be a weapon to some who flow with time. We cannot interfere with your time. We are not allowed.
Who
The
says?
Temporal Prime Directive.
The balance, the Guardian. The Guardian watches not only the balance between worlds, but also the balance within. Time is in balance, and if this balance is upset, the Guardian would know.
I thought the Guardian was gone.
So he is, and that makes it even more crucial to my people that we preserve the balance and not upset it. Chaos is our enemy, April Ryan, and we do our part to keep it at bay, as do you.
So because of this veil, that's the only reason why they've stepped up now and been like, okay, we need to start working with you guys, otherwise shit's gonna get bad. Interesting. But it's interesting he said about the fluctuating paths of like, time. So, yeah, history's pre-written for them, but at any time it can be changed. Destiny can be changed. They just see the new destiny at that point, you know, so that's really weird. Must be odd for them to have a conversation with their race because the conversation needs to happen even though they know what will be said. Yeah, pretty much. That's the weird thing. Asking for stock tips, yeah. Buy GameStop. No, don't. There must be a very patient species. Yes, definitely.
Are you planning on ever going back to your people?
This isn't autocorrect, it's
When
just
we
you
pass
being a
through
whole
the
arse
veil to
incorrect
the other
word.
side and time yet again
I do
opens
that
up,
often.
I will return to
Don't worry
my
about it.
people. I look forward to that day. I miss my people, and it is hard to speak with your kind. It makes me tired.
I know what you mean. I'm a stranger here too.
You will bring us through the veil, April Ryan, and then we can both leave this
Yeah,
place
poor
and
guy,
go
right?
home.
Where is your home, Abnaxis?
Across the border mountains and north, to where the forests are evergreen, and where in winter the land turns white.
Canada.
Do you know Father Tobias?
Tobias is a faithful servant of the Balance, and he is a good man. He leads the Sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me.
Because they always know if
Amongst
people are
my
going to betray
people,
them.
There is never distrust. We always know the truth. But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
Cool. I mean, you can imagine their society probably has no crime or anything, because they would know if they were going to get robbed anyway, or someone breaking into your house and who it was, and they'd be punished anyway. So they wouldn't do it. I mean, they would have an entirely total different social, like, you know, dynamic that we just wouldn't be able to figure out. To them, it's probably comforting as well. He did say that it made him nervous that he can't see his future beyond the veil. And it's disconcerting. So they must think that we like be scared every minute of our lives for not knowing where we're going and what we're doing. Whereas they're like, oh, I know exactly what I'm about. I'm doing this now, you know. He'll betray you after the veil. Yes! It was Tobias all along.
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
And we generally are,
No,
yes.
I have not.
Which is what
But
drives
that
us, in a
does not
sense,
mean
in some
I
ways.
do not know him. Names are often fleeting, April Ryan.
He's my... well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is,
Bit of both.
but I'm leaning towards the former.
No, it's a bit of
Your
both.
mentor?
He's a nutter.
He is a shifter as
But
well?
cool.
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel. Shift between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Thanks, Abnaxis.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
Names are temporary, the drip is forever.
Thanks for your hospitality, Abnaxis.
Goodbye. Blessings of the Balance to you, April Ryan. And may your journey have been a long and fruitful one.
So we can't go upstairs. Is there anything in here I can... Oh, there's a seat.
It's a nicely crafted bench.
Okay. That's all. Alright. Well, guys, we're a little bit overdue for a break, so I'm going to save it there, and we're going to take our last break of the day.